The state of emergency in Jamaica triggers travel advisories from the UK and Canada. And in sport, Haiti's women into the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, January 22nd, 2018. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Did you know that a strategy has been developed to help improve the region's education and human resources?
You didn't? Well, the HID strategy, as it is called, will guide CARICOM in how it delivers quality education and training to the people of the region.
The strategy has been crafted by a group of experts called the HRD Commission.
Consultations have been done across the region to get your input.
Do you know that none of us will be left behind?
The HRD strategy is important to all of us, students, parents, and employers. It will prepare the region, especially the youth, for the 21st century economy and society.
The HRD strategy, unlocking Caribbean human potential.
Britain and Canada have issued advisories for their citizens in Jamaica as a result of a state of emergency imposed in the parish of St. James, where the island's tourist capital, Montego Bay, is located. The British government had advised, or has advised its citizens to adhere to restrictions in selected areas and to exercise particular care if traveling at night. They were also advised to stay within gated guarded compounds except on hotel-operated excursions or airport transfers. Similar advice came from the Canadian government. It warned its citizens to exercise a high degree of caution. Meantime, Chairman of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, Godfrey Dyer, is downplaying concerns about the possible fallout in the sector from the state of emergency. He says he expects it will be business as usual.
Tourists who are coming to Jamaica over the next 2 months would have been booked already, majority of them. And here's where the all-inclusive serve a purpose. They are staying in all-inclusive hotels, the majority of them. So they would not be exposed to anything. They probably won't even know that there's a state of emergency. So I do not expect any serious fallout. And especially if we can see some positive results over the next 3-4 weeks, where the crime rate starts dropping in St. James, it could turn out to be a positive.
Dyer also expressed confidence that the Jamaica Tourist Board would handle any concern that tourists might have about the state of emergency.
I'm sure the Jamaica Tourist Board PR is at work now, to address any concerns that may come up. The PR people out of New York are alerted, and they would be on top of the game.
In other news now, history was created in Trinidad and Tobago last Friday when Paula Mae Weeks was unanimously elected as the Twin Island Republic's next president, the first woman to hold the position. When the Electoral College met, Weeks was the only nominee.
Regulation 9(1)(b) of the Electoral College regulations provides that where only one person stands nominated for election as president, such nominated person shall at the meeting of the Electoral College be declared by the Speaker to be elected. Accordingly, I hereby declare Ms. Paula Mae Weeks elected President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Weeks is a retired judge of the local appeal court. In February last year, she was sworn in as a Justice of Appeal in the Turks and Caicos Islands for a 3-year term. Still in Trinidad and Tobago, government is bringing amendments to the Anti-Terrorism Act to allow law enforcement agencies to monitor the return of people who traveled to Syria and participated in activities related to the terrorist group ISIS. Attorney General Faris Al-Rari told the Trinidad Guardian newspaper the amendments will be tabled in Parliament on Friday. There are now 353 listed terrorism entities and individuals in the country, but Al-Rari said more listings and investigations are in the works. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Haiti's women footballers romped into the semi-finals of the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship after beating giants Costa Rica 3-2 at the Ato Boldon Stadium on Saturday. The victory came 2 days after a hat-trick from Haitian striker Nerelia Mondesir, who buried TNT's hopes of a dream start in the tournament.
Mondesir is in the centre, if she can get it to her. But she gets a shot off, and it's a goal for Haiti! Haiti have struck in the first 5 minutes. The goalkeeper could have done better there, but Haiti strike first.
What a tremendous start of the game this is for Haiti.
Oh, there's a chance. Oh, that's saved. But this could be the second goal. It is. Haiti have gone 2-0 ahead. And a mistake by the goalkeeper. And 2-0 for Haiti in the 32nd minute. That's an awful mistake by Solana. Look again! 3-0! Haiti! On the stroke of half-time, the Caribbean team has gone ahead 3-0. It's Duvernay. She's aiming at the 5 players inside. That's a good free kick. It should be Pearson's ball. It's in! Costa Rica have a goal back. That ball seemed to have gone in directly from the free kick. And Sales, just as she was caught out against Trinidad and Tobago. Chance here for Costa Rica. This could be the second goal. It is! It's a fabulous goal! And it's gone to Corrales. 3-2 Haiti. And the Costa Rica scored. Haiti continue to lead. And there it is. Haiti run out winners. They are into the semi-finals.
Over to cricket now, Jason Mohammed completed his 7th first-class 100, but there was still little joy for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force as Guyana Jaguars took a mere 45 deliveries to pull off an innings and 81-run win in the final round match yesterday. Now resuming the final day at the National Stadium on 282 for 8, still requiring 123 runs to avoid an innings defeat. Red Force were dismissed for 324, with Mohammed finishing unbeaten on 103. Versami Purmall and Kimo Paul finished with 3 wickets apiece, while pacer Sherfane Rutherford and left-arm spinner Gudakesh Moti were not required in the limited play. Now the wicket for Purmall meant he ended the season with 50, while Paul took his tally for the campaign to 45. The defeat was the 4th on the trot for Red Force, while Jaguars racked up their 7th win in 10 matches to end the season unbeaten. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.